wanna turn.
Welcome back, everyone. We are live now for game number 2 as we have Don't Ban Rumble versus Zyra Wets My Plants. This is going to be a really good action. We'll see how well this game goes. There's some proxy picks that were shown going into game 2 here as Ansem 571 is back on the lineup. I think he's the normal top laner for this team. Or is he on making it? I don't know what team he is on. He's in one of these teams. He's normally a top laner for Tussletown. So maybe Control Delicious was a sub for that one. I think they're just subbing everyone apparently. So we got that going back on. So we got to have Cho'Gath up in the top lane, Jax in the jungle, Orianna mid lane so far for Ban, and we got Darius, Kayn, and Galio coming out in on the side of Zyra Wets My Plants. Going to be interesting. So we have a Kog'Maw and Galio, so you can run kind of a protect the Kog'Maw comp in that regards with the Galio as a nice frontline shield. Darius is a Juggernaut. Cho'Gath is the AP version of a Juggernaut. I just played Jax and I carried the game, so we'll see how good Mayor of Huevos is on that Jax and it carrying this game. But the Caitlyn Nami poke is going to be extremely potent in this game down in the bot lane, putting Goonball in a kind of a rough position along with Big Bad Red. They're going to have to play this lane really well to prevent the CS deficit to getting too large. Also, Caitlyn likes to bully people out of lane early on and get that pushing in, although we will get to see double Odonger on the Kayn or the Cayenne. How much pepper is he going to bring to this game? I don't know. Hopefully it's a lot. Anyone? Cayenne? Nothing? Thanks a lot, chat. Thanks for being there with me. Oh, the Cho'Gath up top for Tuba. Like I said, we got real old school Juggernaut of Darius versus new school Juggernaut of Cho'Gath. Or new school mainly because they just buffed him till the point where he was deemed one of the most strongest champions in the League of Legends. Orianna is going to be countered this time by Galio out of the mid lane. So now if Kayn walks through a wall, can Galio ult Kayn while in the wall to do a weird gank? We'll find out. I want to see that action coming in on. I want to see that. I want to see Kayn coming in to bot lane through a wall, and Galio just sort of kind of roaming down, but ults before Kayn leaves the wall. Can he be targeted in the wall? Because I know he can take damage in the wall and then pops out. I don't know. Kayn's the new champion. I really want to see where this goes. We may be doing a little bit of a track Kayn mission. I know that Zyrene put out one of their little Riot Weekly videos last week on Kayn and about how to play him, especially coming from the pro scene where Contracts had played him in the NA LCS, and Zyrene being an NA caster. That's what they talked about. They talked about Kayn's ability once he gets the a jungle upgrade. He upgrades into the first jungle tier before he adds the whatever version he goes for, warrior or whatever, the little gem that goes in the thing. He basically can spam his little dash spin move without ever losing mana. He will regen mana because of that item in the jungle, to the point where he's basically never runs because of it. It's basically, unless he gets ridiculous cooldown on it, and he's just literally spamming it constantly. So he should be using that to go over walls, and I believe the comparison was to Nidalee Pounce. Nidalee, you know, just pounces around the jungle, and one of the reasons why she was super fast is because she could land, you know, get in the bush, get the extra movement speed plus the pounce. Her mobility was extremely insane. Well, Kayn should be able to do that with his little dash spin, using to clear camps a lot faster and get from point A to point B faster, and then he can use his, you know, wall or environmental movement ability of going through the walls or through the environment to actually show up and get ganks off with it. And I've actually run up to a bunch of Kayns in top lane, and they're annoying to gank because they just like, oh, you're ganking me, I'm into the wall, I'm down the wall, I'm back by my tower. So we'll see how that goes. Jax is a jungler that kind of wants to slowly ramp up in game. He can get off some early ganks, but I think Kayn's early pressure is going to be a lot higher than the Jax, and hopefully that can propel Zyra What's My Plants to have a really strong couple winning lanes instead of the, you know, the Orianna Ziggs that were in the last match just killing each other, and then because of other people involvement, the Trundle mainly teleporting in for a couple of fights, taking down the tower, and then Ziggs is always playing off the back foot. The poor matchup Trundle's Shen top lane. Probably the Darius versus the Cho'Gath. Now the bleed on the Cho'Gath means he doesn't get as much healing from his passive, so we'll see how that is effective in that regards up top. But the AD carry, Kog'Maw, if you're going to have a champion to chew through some of these tanks, Kog'Maw is a great champion to go with as long as you can protect him. And he will have the Janna and the Galio in that regards to protect him. So two champions, not too bad. With the Darius being a kind of a meat shield, the Juggernaut in the front line, and then the Kayn should be able to, I don't know, we'll see, probably go red form, blue form. Red form is the more bruisery one. Blue form is the more assassin-y one. Probably wants to go for the blue form and kill Caitlyn and Orianna, but I think he's going to have to go the red one, the bruiser form, because how much healing sustain you can get in these team fights. And the more elongated team fights there are, it all matters how much damage the AD carries can output, because Caitlyn and Kog'Maw can both put out a ton of damage, but whoever stays safer and the longest means that that ADC is going to do a better job. And we have an invade coming in this time on the side of Ban. Janna's going to see them and instantly run away. Oh, Tuba walked too far. And we have, so let's run down the team comps here really fast. On the blue side for Don't Ban Rumble, we have Tuba up top on Cho'Gath. In the jungle, we got Mayor of Huevos on Jungle Jax. In mid lane, we got Foozle Bamboozle, mid lane in Orianna. AD carry, we got Rixie playing Caitlyn. And Conrath is playing Nami support once again. For Zyra What's My Plants, up top we got Ansem 571 on the Dunkmaster Darius. Except for that's the Dunkmaster, that's the school kid. I don't know, the bully? I don't know what it's called. On jungle, we have Double O'Dogner on the Kayn. Mid lane, we got Minor Threat on mid lane Galio. Look at those beautiful golden wings. So shiny. And AD carry, we got, Butterfly Kog'Maw being played by Goomball. And Big Bad Red is playing support Janna this game. So let's get going. CSing. Kind of want to follow the jungles around, as Double Dunger is going to get a nice blue leash here, and look over, well as Jax started race. Now he can start the race because he has that dodge where he hits them and deals some damage, and then he stuns all of them. That one right there, and he gets off a lot of damage and should be able to smart away. Interesting that he went for the Gromp Kayn. He's going for a full clear, it looks like, as he started blue and then went to the Gromp. Probably going to do Wolves and Race, then Red Krugs, or maybe even do Race, then Krugs, then do Red, so he can have the most usage of the red buff, maybe even stopping and picking up the whatchamacallit, the Scuttle Crab. Kane's already a full camp ahead of this Jax, so definitely a much faster clear. I know that Jax did have to start with the Wraiths, and Kane's doing them right now. But Jax has just finished his third camp, and Kane's already finished 4. They're both level 3, but Kane's definitely at more health and more mana in this clear, although they both use both of their potions. So we'll see Tuba trading some kills here with the Darius, and there's the 5-stack bleed on that giant Cho'Gath. So this is the early on. Ooh, nice Q there, trying to get a healing off for the Darius, trying to much damage in on possible as the Cho'Gath. And also, you know, sustain up. And Kane has gone in for a gank already. Mayor Wales went to get blue buff. And Kane, knowing maybe either gap patterns or guessing here with some counter jungling already. So not only is going to be up an extra camp. Oh, nice pull. One more auto. Ooh, 4 stacks. That was about the 5th. And here comes Jax. And Kane's going to come up over the wall. And this is not good. And there's the stun coming up. But here comes Kane for the first gank over the wall. Excellent rupture by Cho'Gath for that disengage. As that cheeky backdoor gank coming in. Really well played. As Goomball is going to go in onto Nami here with some damage. But being traded against by Caitlyn. Whew, a lot of action going on early in this game, even if it's just subtleties here. So we're going to go back to the jungles as coming right out of it. Jax with the... they actually a really excellent job trying to get away from whatever pressure that Kane is putting on. So Kane's only up 1 camp. They're both level 4, but he has not taken his Krugs. And neither has Jax, who's going to come back yet again. As he gets hit by the Vision Plant this time. Excellent job, the speculation by Kane. Making sure, protecting his buddy Darius up top. As Darius trying to put his bully in on the Cho'Gath. As I'm trying to talk top lane this game. And where the junglers are. And it's this one, directed mode, is loving this, this 2-on-2 battle. Oh. They're trying to camp. And here comes Kane. Let's see if they want to go with a tower dive here. There's the 5 stacks. And we'll see if he finishes off. There's the slow. Flashes in. Not get the blade. The silence comes out. Double thunder. Ooh, just the lowest part. How much did Cho live with here? Cho left with less than... he was below 50 health by the time I clicked on him. And junglers are going to back as Jax is now back out onto the rift. Wasn't able to actually pick up a full thing there. Oof, that's a rough trade there as Galu did not hit the stun. The knockup, the uppercut punch, whatever you want to call it. And teleport by Cho'Gath to put back into top lane. Just get that Glacial Shroud, some armor and a mana. A little bit of cooldown reduction to help with him. Kane got the Caulfield Warhammer for some attack damage and some cooldown reduction, which is really nice, don't get me wrong, but I thought the whole point of the video is you get the smitem, blue, green, or red, so you can, you know, spam your ability without costing mana, basically. Am I the only one that watched that? I thought it was a very informative little piece of information coming out from Zyrene as Galio's looking nice job making sure that he's safe. And there's some, that little black dot is very visible if it's not in a ward placement. So, and everyone sees wards by that Vision Plant being hit by Jax. So the junglers have used Vision Plants to really good usage. Oh, there's another one spotting out a jungler. Kane on fire with the Vision Plants. Not quite on fire. He's heating up. We'll play Pong rules, and by that I mean beer pong. 2 in a row. Oh, Galio, terrible choice. First blood going over to Orianna. Galio goes in hard for the engage. and pays for it with his life, as Jax was able here. But let's see what happens when Kane shows up in bot lane. Nice Nami bubble in onto the support, but that's not going to matter as exhaust goes out onto Kane. As he goes into his ultimate, he's not leveled into a form yet, so not a lot of damage coming on that. Did get some heal sustain coming out, but that Janus shield doesn't really help with it. Now with Kane, your ultimate, you want to put out the damage and spend all of your abilities and then ult. And then dodge like that into walls to dodge abilities and auto attacks. But by putting your spending all of your abilities and putting them on cooldown, and then you ult, means that, oh, this is not looking good for Jenna. And flash Q over the wall is the Kane here. It looks like he's going to try and maybe prevent Galio from, here comes down. There's one slow, there's that, and we'll see if a flash taunt. Nope, flash is down on the side of Galio. Cannot get that one off. What I was saying for Kane is you spend all of your abilities, you put them on cooldown, then you can ult the enemy person. And Darius maybe looks for a dunk. Not enough damage to kill the Cho'Gath here, but definitely enough damage to put him out. As comes back down to the bot lane, and there we see flashes and exhaust. With one more Q, see Kog'Maw's ult is going to take down the Caitlyn, trying to get that, you know, that Void creature fed as much as possible, versus the Void creature up here in the top lane who's fighting the Darius and gets the speed up boost with the ult. Dunking his way to lane control right now is Darius, as Tuba is playing with a little bit of fire. See if he wants to get in on this. Oh, well, Galio must have... Oh, no, Galio just walked down and tower dove. No, Galio died in mid lane. There's his little dead statue body. It said Galio died, and it took me to bot lane. As Kane was tower diving there. And this Orianna is on a spree. Foozle Bamboozle really targeting the mid lane towers here on this Orianna, and just using that lane control and dominance that Orianna can have with her auto attacks and abilities to take whatever she wants, and with 2 kills already to her name, up a large CS, you know, 40 CS before 10 minutes, and probably going to be up first brick tower gold here shortly if she's not careful, as you're dead. And that's the game you play with Cho'Gath. If you can't kill him, his passive means he will out-sustain you in health and in mana in lane, and depending on what type of champion. And so Darius not hitting enough of those Qs meant he was not like high enough health. Meant that whatever trading he was doing, he was losing out to slowly, way over a lot of time to the Cho'Gath. And once you lose that much health to Cho'Gath, he eats you and you die. Plus these, you know, 3-hit... Look at this damage already. And there's the teleport in by Darius. He's going to try and get in. Cho'Gath gets pulled in. Galliult as well. To a rupture. Oh, Jax with the kill in onto Kane, and Orianna is here. Darius is going to drop the Cho'Gath Orianna ult. Pulls, you know, Darius back in, but we'll see if he gets her dunked. Oh, nope. Jax comes in with the leap strike and finishes off Darius. So that is going to be 3 kills for, you know, plants, or, yeah, no, ban. Plants, people died. 3 deaths for plants, 3 kills for ban there. And with those deaths, Orianna is taking that first tower. With the first tower down, that's a large gold swing. We're here, you know, we're looking at what, a 3 to 4K gold lead here for Don't Ban Rumble. Their strengths are definitely coming out from their laning phases. They had the CS wins here in mid lane, bot lane, and in top lane by 1 CS. Jax, while being behind in CS, has had just the amount of pressure, or not pressure necessarily, but it's just amount of time and experience as the Kane, who has spent a lot of time repeatedly ganking this bot lane, trying to get the Kog'Maw ahead, who has picked up 2 kills, which has been very nice for their team down here. And getting Kog'Maw definitely going, it's going to be really strong for them, and they're definitely going to need Kog'Maw to chew through what's going to eventually be, you know, the Jax in a relatively kind of, you know, tanky obviously not Lieutenant Jax, as great Janet ult there, but steps on a trap. Is the Kog'Maw and exhaust onto Jax, but too late as Kayn now is trying to make kills, and Caitlyn's actually going to finish that one off. No! Kog'Maw's death actually finishes the Jax. Oh, and Galio is here with the help, but here comes Orianna, and she is really farmed up right now. 3-0-2 finishes off the well, I guess Caitlyn finishes off the Janna, protecting, sure that Galio can get here. And the top laners are now duking it out, and Cho'Gath sticking right in onto the Darius, trying to make sure that the slow sword does not hit another Q, but we'll see what happens here. And Cho'Gath is going to go for the ult here. Let's see if he eats. Who's going to get the dunk first? Who's going to Q Hugh? Or R-Q Hugh? R-Hugh? I don't know. Darius, you got eaten. You couldn't dunk the giant teal monster. He's teal, right? We'll say teal. Kayn collecting the blue buff here. Other than Kog'Maw, it's looking like a pretty rough time here as Jax is going to go in here. A nice tornado, but that's not going to matter as Jax is just absolutely getting some pressure on, and Janna's going to have to block that Caitlyn ult, but flash in by Caitlyn, try and land some more damage in. Jax is going to tower dive the Janna heal one more time on the side of Nami, means that this tower should be dropping here unless Kayn wants to try and prevent it with the help of Gallo. Gallo ult is up, but that is a trap. Jax is actually going to tower dive in here, and there's the Galio ult that comes in, prevents the damage. Nice knock up in onto Jax. The tower is actually going to finish off that champion, but Galio stepped on a trap trying to do an uppercut punch to that regardless. So Caitlyn now 3-1-2. Orianna's coming over here. There's no reason for her to be in mid lane, especially because her minions are at the tier 2 already in mid lane. They have the Fire Drake. Caitlyn can get on this tower. Orianna can do kind of whatever she wants right now. Galio has yet to complete anything item-wise. Is that 73 CS and no boots? Oh no, just straight trying to kill that champion, and Orianna is with the Thunderlord's proc there. 4-0-2 is Orianna, most CS in the game by pretty much 20, as Janna and Darius are going to finish off the champion. No, the flash and ghost burn on that side, as Jack's now going to come in here with the stun and a W, and there is dead. Ooh, nice Janna shield. Saves Ansem. Teleport canceled out on the side of the Cho'Gath, means that Cho'Gath's going to get a lot of time up top here on that tower, as Goomball's going to try and trade with Rixie. There's the ult from Caitlyn. You're dead. And Cho'Gath is almost as big as the tower right now. And Double O'Donger is going to go in here with the stun, wound up with the help of Orianna, and take out Kayn right as he came back out onto the rift. And Cho'Gath got all of that free time, is now up only the 30 CS over his lane opponent, which he was, you know, playing the dunk versus eat game early on, as Qs and shots finally get in onto this tower. Caitlyn's going to focus that down. Cho'Gath's going to take out this pink ward. Rift Herald is going to be finished up here. Orianna can do pretty much whatever she wants, and Don't Ban Rumble is in, you know, full control of game number 1 or game number 2, just like they were in game number 1. Yep, sitting here. I mean, Jax is now getting some counter jungling in. Kayn has died really quick. Let's see here if he goes through here. He is down and gets over the wall. Going to get off a nice two-man stun. Actually, Kane's going to dodge it with the ultimate. There's a great combo there. Here comes Janna, lays down a shield for damage. And Jax is going to die summoning the Rift Herald. It's going to actually be canceled. And Orianna shows up, misses the shockwave here as Darius is trying to finish up, and Kane's going to finish off Orianna, dunk in onto Cho'Gath. Means this champion's going to go down, but Cho'Gath is going to eat Darius on his way back to base. And that was probably a misclick there on Jax They had just gotten the Rift Tail, so no reason to summon it that early. I think he probably just misclicked in the fact that Kane's now going to look to get in onto Caitlyn under tower with the taunt. There's a timing tidal wave to get some knockout, but she's going to eat her way backward. Janna's shield comes, or Janna ult comes out. Shields also came out, trying to get them off of this tower. Galio on wave clear duty. Kane on poke damage as Kog'Maw was trying to take out the tower, but it's too early. Kog'Maw does not have a lot of attack damage right now. Caitlyn doing best job to defend, and Jax now just going to just straight in onto Kane with a nice knock up there in the Q away. And Usher's going to be able to escape with the help of Janna heals. That's going to be a dead jungler. Double Donger getting caught yet again in jungler. I think he spent more time on the death platform in the last 5 minutes than has actually spent playing the game. What hat is it? I don't know. So there's a joke about the hats Caitlyn pulls out. I don't know what it is. Someone tell me the joke. Jax is now starting to get sped up as we now see Cho'Gath has actually gone for a locket second item. I like the shields. You know, you just add shields to your team because of your additional health. You're not actually going for a whole lot of damage. You have the Righteous Glory to speed up to try and get into the person you want to get in onto. Caitlyn's yet to finish an item, so I mean you're appealing in that way. Jax is a lot more of a carry, damage dealing jungler than your tank junglers would have you right now. So it's an interesting way to play that champion. Also, I mean, there's a lot of like delay damage as Jax is going to go straight in onto Kog'Maw with the stun. Not playing Respect. Galio is going to go with the Ghost and try and get away from this Caitlyn with red buff, who's just going to flash over with a Q. Actually takes out Galio. Kane is now you're going to get a knock up in onto Nami, but with the exhaust return means that's going to have to go up over the wall, and now Nami has flashed over with the bubble, and now Kane ults just to save his life, is going to be able to Q over wall with a nice knock up. They're able to escape, but here's the problem. They are losing their towers while Kane is dancing in the jungle, and Janna has to get off with a block, and now, you know, so tanky. It's so tanky, it doesn't even matter right now. This Cho'Gath is humongous, as Mayor Wavos is going to actually take a lot of poke damage here. Caitlyn's going to finish off a second Infernal Dragon for Don't Ban as... Oh no! Kog'Maw's exploded! Double kill for Orianna! Triple kill for Orianna! Let's see if she can get a quadra kill! Nope, Jax is going to end that one, as Kane has now come out of base at 20 minutes and 15 seconds. They've already taken the middle inhibitor, finishing off the... I mean, at 20 minutes, when you've taken mid-inhib already, I mean, in 2 Infernal Dragons, you just kind of wrap the game up, depending on how much you want to do. They could probably do Baron. Probably want to make sure Cho'Gath can get to another item. I mean, before you do it, Jax probably wants to finish Trinity first. Kane wants to get caught, go over a wall here. See a silence here coming out, flashing over the wall. Silence and eat on the side of Cho'Gath, and that means that is over. Caitlyn's going to go in onto Kog'Maw. That's going to be a dead Void, you know, Moth there. Galio ult's going to try and save Darius much health as Cho'Gath is going to go down. Orianna's going to chase in onto the Dunk Master there, finishes up as Jax is busy up in the top lane taking down towers. Caitlyn finishes off. Darius is now trying to finish off the Galio, and now it's just up to Janna to try and save the day. Double kill for Caitlyn. Can you guys stop fighting because I'm tired? Well, there's no one else to kill, so I guess they are. They're just going to try and take some CS now. Well, Cho'Gath has now finished Stormborn Plate. He can double his health, put a shield on himself, then eat you. And get even more health. Jax has finished Trinity Force. Oriana has gone for the Super Pen build of Morelos into Void Staff or Leandries. Didn't matter. Finished both of them and Sword Shoes. So unless you have like 150 to 200 MR, she's doing true damage to you. Plus a little bit of burn with that CC. And Janna is going to... Ooh, great ult. I think Cho'Gath's just going to eat her. Cho'Gath going for the Nom Nom. We're just watching the Cho'Gath. I just want to watch Cho'Gath. Oh, Merwayville stole that one. And the Rampage now for Jax. They're just going to probably push in. Jax going to jump in onto Kayn and is the much better duelist right now. Kayn had a lot of great opportunities for some ganking pass early on in the game. Definitely tried to put the Kog'Maw lane ahead. Was capable of doing so, but detrimental for the rest of the map. Cho'Gath got to the point where Darius's bleed and overlane lane bulliness was taken down by just, you know, sustain from the giant Void Daddy. Well, little Void baby goes pop once again to Oriana. Foozle Bamboozle has been on point as a sub in this series. Against Minor Threat, also a sub. So excellent, pretty fast games on the side of, you know, Don't Ban Rumble tonight. There's a reason why they're the top team in Vantage League, and they just showed it yet again. They've been the top team for 2 straight seasons now, and it has been pretty obvious on what they want to do. So, I mean, it's just the synergy that they have for playing multiple seasons together, in being successful. Is definitely showing their point here. I mean, there's subs obviously on both teams this time, but it's kind of easier to sub out one person versus 2, which ZWMP was doing, and they put up a decent fight for a while, but then the effectiveness of the teleports, or taking that one advantage in that one position, and just using that to just fire it home, and just take that little, you know, they said if you give an inch, you take a yard type thing. In game 1, it was the Trundle versus Shen matchup, and this one, the Oriana against the Galio, absolutely, once the mid tower was gone, control, was roaming top, was roaming bot, was affecting all parts of the map. Great score with the 9, 2, and 12. I know that Rixie's got 11 kills, but there weren't a lot. I mean, a lot of that was impact from what was happening because Kayn did spend some time in the bot lane, did try and spend some time up in top lane, and it just wasn't enough for you know, Zyra What's My Plants to overcome what Don't Ban Rumble has been putting out, especially this season. I've definitely been watching their games for a while, and they're on point right now as a 5-man unit, even when they do bring in a sub. So it was really good to watch them and be kind of like for all of the tiers, you know, the diamonds all the way down to the bronzes. That's something that we can all strive for and look for, not only in our individual play but in our team play. And I would like to commend them on that tonight. So we'll kind of look here at the stats. I know people like to touch base on that. See, Kayla's put out a ton of damage position, but remember, she died like twice in lane to the effectiveness of Kayn coming down and getting some ganks off in the bot lane. The Kog'Maw had started to get ahead. The Darius was controlling the top wave until the point where the Cho'Gath sustain overtook everything that the Darius was, you know, dishing out. Darius wasn't able to land all of the Qs to get the health back, and he's spending all that mana. He's not getting any mana back, unlike the Cho'Gath is getting mana back whenever he gets a CS. And some health back as well, plus the Doran shields, the start. No regards. And you know, the Galio was able to push Oriana in early, but because of a couple of deaths, Oriana was able to start snowballing ahead and got into Morelos before Galio could get a lot of MR items going, and the roams just weren't quite on point. Trying to ulti in and do the protect the cog or use it as engage, the Oriana was just better in that regard. So as we kind of find out touching, definitely something to look at here. I'm Not exactly sure if there's the true damage. You know, Darius is a dunk master with 2,000, but you got Cho'Gath, the nom master, with over 9,000. There's a meme out there somewhere. Anyone can... Am I talking that everyone's gone home? I think everyone's gone home. My little number says there's only one other person watching. Well, that person hopefully gets the joke. Gold. And we'll do the final word check here. So, thanks everyone for watching. Obviously, I will be making the VODs and look forward for more Vantage stats and information coming out. Playoffs are coming up soon. We are getting into the final weeks here of Vantage. I'm not exactly sure if this was a week 5 or week 6 matchup for this division, but I know we're into our final week here, so those playoff spots are up for grabs. So let's keep you know, paying attention here. Let's get those games going. Let's get taking things down, because playoffs are here. Playoffs will be casted. I will do my best to make sure every playoff series gets casted, either via VODs or live gameplay, because I think everyone, at least once they get to playoffs, deserves a chance on the stage, even if it is like a YouTube video, because I have to cast it like at 10 o'clock in the morning or something. So I will be trying to make sure everyone gets that. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll be heading out, and look forward to more Vantage League coming up in the near future.
All the time I move around, no sense of purpose. I do my task and I guess that's why I'm here. No solution to reanimate my circuits. Would you miss me if I disappear? I see people holding hands. It's so hard to understand what the meaning is of being all alone.
All my limbs, they move with grace and perfect tension. But I'm not alive and I'm made out to destroy. Why I look like this beyond my comprehension. When you see me dance, it's a mockery of joy. I see people holding hands. It's so hard to understand what the meaning is of being all alone. How can I live without a heartbeat? Am I just broke beyond repair? Never-ending walk upon this lone street, or is there someone like me out there? Saw you at the rift one day. I don't know just how I wound up here with you. Tingling sensation, it's a miracle. It's like looking in a spun house mirror. When we look into each other's eyes, there's something